Arlene and myself and Mark and Tanis. We were at Mark and Tanis' house. And as things were going along, we were going through a session about deliverance. I didn't know what to expect. But we were just there going through all the steps and the information. And I kept falling asleep. And Kelsey was like, Dave. And I was like, oh, sorry. As I was nodding off, falling asleep 3 or 4 times. And she kept casting that spirit. Sorry? Slumbering spirit, thank you, yeah. The slumbering spirit, she cast it out 3 or 4 times. And the last time, I guess it went. And so I was like, oh, okay, so I'm really good now. I'm wide awake. Thanks, awesome. That's really good. So I was really appreciative of that, and I was thankful. And then I realized the next time at home when I was near my bed, what I was doing in the past was I would get overwhelmed by things. And I would have this just a desire to lay down on my bed and just try and sleep away the frustration or the anger, or not anger, but frustration. So I noticed this the next time I went to sit on my bed to lay down, the spirit wasn't there anymore. I didn't need to lay down anymore. So her casting that out allowed me to see that I was actually slumbering more than I thought I was. And I spoke to Darlene about this too. I said, the combination of the slumbering spirit with a thought that the enemy would continue to put into my mind, he would say, I'll do it later. And that's the perfect word for procrastination. I'll do it later. So the combination of I'll do it later when I get overwhelmed by stuff or frustrated with stuff, I'll do it later. And the combination of the slumbering spirit on my bed, laying down on my bed, you put those two together, and it wasn't a good recipe. I would miss out on things. I would be sleeping and laying down when I should be doing things for the Lord or doing things for work or whatever I was supposed to be doing. A lot of times I would wind up just laying down on the bed for like an hour or 2 here and there and just wasting time and wasting energy. And so we prayed about the slumbering spirit, and we prayed about the procrastination, I'll do it later. The combination of those two things in my life has been transforming. So it's really cool. So I'm just so pleased that God moved on me and helped me with that. It's so tremendous. Look good.
I want someone to come up and pray for him, please. Rob's going to go before you, though. Okay? Rob.
This is not a testimony. Praying for him. Up and down the highway, when I was with Paul Gower and Mark, and sometimes with Jake, there were times when I'd look at Paul and I'd say, you get a little bit tired? And he goes, yeah. So I pray that thing off of him. But with you saying a slumbering spirit, that nailed it. I approached it with, are you feeling? Are you sensing? What are you experiencing? Instead of just jump all over the place and say, this is what's going on. No, because I got taught during deliverance and healing ministry, you ask a question. And it depends on the answer you get, because sometimes I would be given a word, and this word is a now word, they call it. I just say, hey, God's talking to you, listening. Into your life, all those times that you were so lonely, so disappointed with family, I speak into those places in your soul and grant your emotions forgiveness. Those emotions, right at this moment, I can see the hand of the Lord touching you. And he's like, no longer. Because I'm also seeing something like it's twisting, and God's fingers are going like this, making it straight.
Cool.
You're all straightened out, kid.
Thank you.
Amen.
So quickly, just a quick little a side note there. Rather than now, whether before speaking of I'll do it later, I now say I'll do it today, and it makes a whole difference.